Veve always has a ton of announcements going on, whether that be in the background, things are mentioned on Twitter, Discord, or things the community have found themselves. So today I'm going to go over all the relevant information that you're going to need to know throughout December and the beginning of January to make sure you're all up to date with everything that's going on. Let's get started. Welcome in everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate you taking some time out your day to come and watch this video on the channel. Just before we get going, if you are enjoying the content and you want to learn more about the crypto, NFT and finance space, then I'd love for you to come on this journey with me as I learn more to hopefully help you do the same. Okay, so there's a lot going on when it comes to Veve and we already know that. There's a lot of things that have not been really announced and some things on their Twitter, some things on Discord, and I'm just going to go over some of them that are all going to help you know as much as you possibly can and what you actually need to know moving forward within this month. First off, we've got the 12 Days of Veve. Now this was just announced a couple of days ago, but it's going to consist of 40 giveaways, 12 drops, new brands and more that are going to be coming. This is something that has been in the works for probably a little bit now. You're actually going to be able to win some physical and digital stuff in regards to Veve and some of the things that they are releasing. On this screen you can see that there is a sort of spin wheel, but it's sort of disappeared. I don't know why. You're meant to be able to spin every 12 hours and there's going to be chances to spin at different times throughout the week to win certain things, but it seems like I'm not able to do that just right now. You can earn more chances to spin the wheel by doing these things, referring your friends, following on Twitter, all that sort of stuff. So it's really easy to do and you can get more spins. Now you can spin once every 12 hours, I believe, and you only have a set amount of spins to do, and over the 2 weeks you're not going to be able to get them every single 12 hours if you do wait. However, there are going to be some new release things as the 2 weeks progress, so if you're wanting to hold out, then it is probably your best bet to not spin all of your chances in the one go and save some of your spins for later on in the 2 weeks, because things that have not been announced yet are going to be added to the spin wheel that you can actually get some stuff. So it is going to be a sort of pick and choose of what you want to spin and what you don't. Again, it's kind of unlikely that you're going to win anything. I'm going to be honest with you here. Most of us are going to win absolutely nothing, but it's still a fun thing to get excited on, and the links will be down in the description for you to get that. So far in the spin wheel, what you can get is the 3 comics that are dropping with the X-Men. It's going to be an uncommon, a rare, and an ultra rare. You're going to be able to potentially win a Wally from the Disney Golden Moments, Batman Todd McFarlane physical with the black and white version, a full box, not just one of them, the Tokidoki Mermikono blind box with the physical ones, and also the Veve light box package that you can get right now that some of the influencers, YouTubers and people on social media have been able to get so far. So those are the things that you can win. They've not actually updated us on if people win it and when they win it, so I'm not too sure if anyone's won anything yet. I've not seen anything on Twitter, but maybe people have, and that's what you can win so far. In regards to the drops, they have mentioned that it isn't going to be every single day, so I'm thinking this week we're not going to get too much of a drastic increase. I get the Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday drops, and then next week I think it's going to be up to a little bit more. They've also said that there might be 2 drops in a day, so again we might get more than multiple in one day and 0 on another. It will be interesting to see what we get. They've mentioned that there are going to be new brands and FAs that are coming within this time, and if we get something that's really sought after, then the video I made yesterday on the marketplace itself will definitely be your best chance to pick up some amazing deals. However, we've not really saw anything be announced yet. The market's bounced back already, which I expected it to happen because we've not actually got anything of any knowledge that's actually coming so far. If we get something like Dragon Ball Z that has been sort of teased or something that's really big, I do see the market dipping and then we can move from there. But as of right now, we don't know what's dropping, so we don't know which new brands and which FAs we're going to be getting. They have also said on Twitter that there's going to be something not Spider-Man related that's an FA, and it might be in relation to the comics. So we could have one of the best comics physically that's going to be released in the next few days. I'm not 100% sure and we've not been confirmed that yet. I just saw it on Twitter yesterday. Next up, we've got the MTL, and this is the money transmitter license, and basically what this will allow you to do is to use your gems and take them out for fiat. That's what you're going to be able to transfer them towards, and this is going to be done through a KYC and a third party that's helping them do this. MTL was something that a lot of people have been waiting for a while, and I've actually hosted a poll on YouTube and it talked about how much percentage people were actually thinking about taking out of their portfolio, and the results were actually quite good, showing that most people are only going to be taking out about 10% of what they've invested into Veve so far. So you can actually expect that there will be some form of market crash happening when the MTL occurs. We've got the beta testers that are already in the midst of testing this, and they have said that they want to bring this to all users by the end of this month. So whether that happens or not, I'm not 100% sure. But just so you're clear, this is a possibility and people are potentially going to be able to take their money out very soon when it comes to this. We could see a massive drop off in prices, or we could even see an influx in prices if there are a lot of new people who are coming onto this space in a very short space of time. A lot of people who I know haven't actually got into Veve so far because gems have not been able to be used through the cryptocurrency or fiat and actually take your gems out. So maybe we see an influx of users and adding to the 20-30k that we're getting each day already. Something that's been talked about a little bit is the minting process. Because now we're moving onto the Ethereum chain instead of the Go chain, some people are worried that the Amazing Spider-Man 1 isn't actually going to be the first ever appearance of Spider-Man in the NFT and digital space anymore, because AMC have actually ran their own Spider-Man NFT that will be released prior to the minting happening on the Ethereum chain for Immutable when it comes to Omi. And I'm here to kind of shut that down a little bit. Veve had tweeted out about the reminting happening, and someone had asked, when reminting, please make sure to include the original minting time for the Go chain into the metadata. And they've said the original minting will be part of the metadata. And Sparky, an incredible creator, you should definitely go follow her. It says, so for those of you who don't know yet, the NFT reminting will show on the Immutable date, but there will be extra metadata that is linked to the NFT of the original mint date from the Go chain. So this can maybe help you be ease a little bit more about what's going on. Even though it's been reminted onto the Ethereum chain, the metadata from when it was originally minted will still be on the NFT itself, meaning the original Spider-Man from the mint date when Spider-Man happened, which I believe was like August the 7th or something like that, then it will still have that same date of the minting that happened on the Go chain. Just because we're moving to the Ethereum chain doesn't mean all these NFTs are going to have the exact same minting date. It's going to be the same date that they were released on Veve, the same day they were minted on Veve and onto the Go chain. So that will hopefully put your mind at ease when it comes to that sort of nervousness when it came to the reminting on the Ethereum chain. A little bit of a more speculative side of things, we've actually seen that we're potentially getting another Disney drop in January. Now this is not confirmed yet, and I believe it was talked about in potentially one of the Twitter spaces where Alex actually mentioned that Disney NFTs will be coming in January. There'll be another drop of Disney NFTs. Again, we've not 100% confirmed this. I just want to make sure that you're clear on this, that this can be a possibility, and that if you do have gems, maybe save some for the midst of January to see if a Disney drop happens again. We've seen what the market done when Disney dropped the first time. I'm guessing people are going to be smarter this time and understand what can actually happen and how you can take advantage of this. I'm definitely going to be covering it if it does happen at the time, but I just want to keep you updated on a potential thing that could be dropping. We've also been confirmed that new drops are going to be happening, or new types of things that are going to be dropping. And my guess is something in regards to music and potentially even sport. We've had the likes of stamps, comics, and we've obviously got the drops happening right now. I'm thinking we're also going to be moving into the music and sports field, and David has talked about this in a few interviews that we have seen. So it will be interesting to see what new types of drops we're going to be getting and what new accessories are going to be brought into Veve for us to then collect. I think this is a fantastic way of expanding the reach of Veve themselves and what they're actually offering, and no doubt in my mind they'll be an absolute hit the first time that they drop. This next one is more in relation to the Omi token, something that I don't talk about too much because I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't know the market trends and all that sort of stuff, but it is about exchanges themselves. A few people who are a lot smarter than me have been saying that exchanges are most likely not going to be coming until maybe the end of Q1 in 2022. Again, I'm perfectly fine with that. I really don't mind. I know the team are working hard on whatever they're working hard on, and it's not like they're just relaxing and sitting back and doing nothing. So I trust in the team. They're going to bring it at the right time. If you are someone who's just getting into the Omi token, it is still going to be a little bit harder to get those before it's going to be on these big exchanges. You still have to go through like the 10-step process of getting on Bit4X or Ascendex or anything like that. Some of the ones that are not as trustworthy when it comes to it. So if you are looking to buy into Omi, maybe we're not going to see these bigger exchanges until a little bit later on in Q1 or even Q2 in 2022. The final thing I want to cover today is Sleeping Comics' new website that he's just released and worked on, and it truly is incredible. I mean, I'll show you it right here, and the link will be in the description for it. He's wanting to create this sort of one resource for Veve, and also especially in relation to the comics, because he wants to find, you know, like the lowest mints that people actually own of these comics, because the comics go in order and they don't have separate mints for each one. So you can't get edition 1000 for the Marvel 1 common and also get that for the ultra rare. They are all bunched together. So he's trying to figure out what the lowest mint actually is for the secret rares. Absolutely giving a ton of value when it comes to all of these sort of stuff. Looking at the collections themselves, looking at the comics, looking at the tips and tricks, the exclusive groups that have been happening, also links to all the things relevant that you're going to need with Veve. There's a ton of stuff that he's been working on, and over the last week he got this to a place where he could actually release it, and also where you can see the community, the collectibles, and seeing people that you could follow in this space and going directly to their YouTube. I actually didn't know I wasn't subscribed to Orange Bag Lady, so I'll be doing that right now. This truly is incredible, and again, I'll leave the links in the description for this because you're going to be able to get a lot. You're going to be able to submit your own mints to add to the community directory. You're going to be getting more info when it comes to the drops and what are happening here, and you can go into that, see all the drops that are going on. Sleeping is truly an incredible creator. I'd highly recommend subscribing to his channel, following him on Twitter, and just getting to know him because wow, the amount of stuff I've learned from him has just been incredible so far. I wanted to make this video to sort of sum up some of the information that's been going on in regards to the Veve space as a whole. There's always so many announcements, so many things that are talked about in the Twitter space, and a lot of us miss it, and especially the average user who just really spends a little bit of time on YouTube or just on the app themselves don't really get this information because they don't spend that extra time where I'm actually spending my extra time. If you do enjoy these sorts of videos and you want me to keep you updated sort of like every month and what's been happening, maybe what you should be paying attention to, please let me know in the comments, or by liking the video you show me that you actually do enjoy what's been going on here. If there's anything I missed, be sure to let me know. There probably is something I've missed, let's be honest, but I know the video on the screen right now will be something you'll love to watch. Have a fantastic day.